Welcome back, Bandit folks. You're tuned into another reaction here on the YouTube channel. If you aren't already, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Give this video a like. Follow us on Instagram at Bandecdotes. And if you have any videos or suggestions you want us to watch or react to, hit us up in our DMs or just email us.
Mail us. We want, or send it by pigeon.
Pigeon carrier, yes, that's right.
And happy 2024, you guys. What are we taking a look at today?
Well, before we get into what we're reacting today, I also just want to continue on to what you're saying. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. We hit 500 subs. So exciting.
Yeah, we did.
So exciting. I can't believe that people are tuning into this, and we really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning into the Electric Callboy reaction. That one blew up more than we expected.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah. So thank you so much for that, and let's keep it coming. Let's make it all the way to 1,000.
Yeah, we have, I guess, tattoos on the way, so we'll get that figured out for you. We'll try to get some footage of the process happening as well, so that we don't just get tattoos, then you never see them. We can lie about it, Phil. We could just be like, hey, we got Bandecdotes tattoos, but it's on my ball sack, so I'm unable to show you my Bandecdotes tattoo. But I can assure you it was painful. Also, toasters, $5. I don't know. Message me. If you really want the toaster, I think I have it in my deck box.
And if you really want the ball cap.
Are we giving? No, that's 1,000. There's no way the ball cap goes for 500. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, you guys, someone's getting the Halloween special ball cap signed by me
and forged by me.
Yeah, I'll throw Phil's name on there too. I think that'll increase the value. But enough dinking around here. We are going to be checking out the boys in the Good Depression. They've released a song that I keep mispronouncing, Snakes and Charmers. I've been calling it Snake Charmers, and I'm sorry. It is also featuring Blake Prince, the mighty, mighty Blake Prince, the singer of Teeth. You guys know him.
Cool. Yeah, no, the Good Depression are super cool. They actually jam in a portable, like 2 doors, like on the same property that Sinner played on. So
2 doors down?
I think it was 2 doors down.
Phil, we're supposed to be entertainers. You couldn't have just lied and said it was 3 doors down so I could come in with some kryptonite.
Just kryptonite.
I have to be careful. I can't hit that note too well or we'll get demonetized. Hey, so what band does that remind you of, Phil?
Every Time I Die, Chariot.
Does that remind you of Every Time I Die? Holy shit, dude! I didn't know this band sounded like this. This is crazy.
But I was just about to say it's Every Time I Die with like the Chariot or like Converge. Like there's a little flavor of something else. It's not just like, it's not like one of those bands that like really tries to do the Southern thing and like tries to do the Jordan Buckley riffs. I was getting Converge more than Every Time I Die, but the flavor was still there. I like this.
Yeah, it's it feels more pissed off, I think. It's a little bit more ferocious in its initial tone. And it has like as much as it's drawing from that like Southern thing, it has that like gasoline soaked feeling of like the early Cancer Bats as well. And I actually was recently talking about how much I want like a resurgence of Southern hardcore, because it came and went so quick. and I wish it was given a bit more time to like really figure itself out and become a proper subgenre, instead of just being this like flash in the pan where bands like Every Time I Die seemingly came in, perfected it with the Big Dirty, and just left. You know what I mean? It
Mm-hmm.
was, I wish someone had taken the Big Dirty and really grew that idea, or even like what the Gorgeous was doing back in the day and stuff. Like, yeah, let's bring back South riffs.
And like I think we live in an era where like we can take ourselves less serious. Like there's bands like Spirit World. I don't know if you've listened to them, but they're like this cowboy like thrash band that like really leans into the fact that they're like a Western kind of thing. I feel like
That's sick.
you could really do that with like the Southern metalcore stuff. Like I feel like I mean, like Maylene did a really good job of what they were doing, but they eventually ended up on like kind of like a radio rock AC/DC vibe, which is like, in its own respect was fine with for what it was. But like, you're absolutely right. Like it was a flash in the pan, and I really would like to see it more expand, because the thing about that is you could really corner yourself with that genre if you're not doing interesting things like the people like in the Good Depression are doing in this song. Like if you're not keeping it exciting and not just like the cowboy like kind of like the Marilyn Manson riff, you got to do other
Yeah.
you got to do other things that are like exciting to it. And I think this is a great example of that. This is a great song.
Oh my god, Phil, sometimes when we film or react, I'm so happy that I get to start being allowed to listen to a song more and more. And I'm so glad we finally got around to listening to that, because like and again, that thing happened where I was like, I wish someone would take the Big Dirty and expand upon it. That's exactly what that whole minute sounded like. I wanted to pause earlier and talk, but I couldn't. You don't interrupt that shit. That was flawlessly executed. This is like helly, like, what am I trying to say?
It's like, oh god, the aftermath, Norma Jean.
It reminds me of a Meatloaf cover. Like the motorcycle, like escaping from hell. Like that's what this is. Like it's when you like you buy Meatloaf CD and then you put it on and you're like, what the fuck? And this is what Bad Out of Hell. This is what Bad Out of Hell should have sounded like when you look at the album cover.
Yeah,
I'm not wrong.
No, you're right. You're
Rest in peace, Meatloaf. Meatloaf is actually sick, by the way. David Praff, shout out.
Oh shit.
Holy fuck, man. Okay, so I just that was like waking up from a dream, so I feel like I just need to say a few things before I forget what I was going to say. We have not, and I'm so glad Dave's name just showed up there, because the first thing I was thinking of, we have not talked about how great the cinematography is in this. We are not talking about how good the setting and the lighting is, and we have not talked about how good one of our favorite things on this channel is is the like completely the sort of ambivalent storytelling happening in the background. There's some sort of like environmental storytelling in the happening, but there's like a story happening in the background. There's some sort of ambiguous thing being told through the art, but it is centered around style and substance over a direct storyline, which was such a bad cliche with old metalcore and stuff. The idea that you had to like try to tell this story as your background versus just having like imagery that represents the music well. And I also really, really enjoy how well Blake was used in this song. That's obvious, but I mean, like, again, like by not just having him phone in one little part where he does like a mosh call over a breakdown just so you can throw his name on it and move on. Like this is like a part where it feels like there was a chemistry back and forth, or in the writing process before they sent it to Blake, while they were writing it, they're like, yo, this is a song we're going to want to have Blake on. It's like he was on the mind for the song too.
Yeah, truth be told, Tyler, I wasn't paying attention to the music video because the song rocks so hard.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say you just weren't paying attention at all. That's the first time I've ever heard that band, period. So that's a good first impression. They walked in with their gray sweatpants, and I was looking at the dick, my friend, and I like what I saw. I'm having a weird night. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Awesome. Shout out the Good Depression. Shout out Blake.
The first time I ever heard the Good Depression actually was, I think it was 2019. We just finished, Hellbent just finished doing a run of shows with the band Spill Your Guts, which was the band that came over from China. They were super cool.
Yeah, that's
not so active anymore, but super cool band. And they just recorded their full length record with Scott. And we had such a good time on the tour that we booked a last minute house show at somebody's house in Hamilton. And Good Depression were like, we'll play. So the first time I ever actually got to watch them play and hear them, they were in like a house setting. It was super intimate. It was super awesome. It was a great time. Everybody had a good time. But for whatever reason, there was like a dildo being thrown around, and it was like one of those suction cup ones, and it kept getting like stuck to the ceiling, and it was just like hanging, like just as the music was happening. It was great. It was a good night. Good Depression, they're homies. I'm so glad that we get to react to this tune. And like you said, I'm so glad that we get to listen to a song, because we do genuine reactions, and we definitely want to show them what we think about it on our first time around. And now that we can listen to this tune a little bit more, I'm excited.
I'm going to be listening to this again, basically right after we're done. That song absolutely slapped. That is it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Like we said at the top of the show, like, subscribe, all that stuff means the world to us. Sweatpant penis. I can't leave that in. I literally can't leave that in.